man. Push the airplane in. A couple helpers here. Morning, guys. Just getting geared up here this morning to head over to the next town where we keep our Cessna 210. We're got some interior panels out of it there, new headliner and stuff, so gonna go work on that a little bit today. But last night I put some new scat hose on the Super Cub, and I've been dealing with a little bit of an oil leak. It's I got an oil weep somewhere, and you know, this shiny new engine, it's hard to tell where it is because the engine's pretty shiny black. So you add a little bit of oil on there and everything just looks shiny black. So trying to figure that out. So I cleaned it off real good last night and left the cowl covers off so we can try and let it air out or whatever for today and make sure there's nothing flammable in there. So we're gonna throw those back on and get going. Go check out the 210.
Okay, run up's complete. Get our uptime here. It's cool air this morning. I think I should have wiped some bugs off the window this morning. Sure, a nice day out. A lot nicer than yesterday. Yesterday I drove out here with the truck and the horse trailer. Had to grab one of Tila's horses there and bring it home. But while I was there working on my plane outside, got hit with some rainstorms there, a couple of them pretty bad. Anyways, a couple of winters ago, bloody mice got into my headliner there in the 210, so I had to get it torn out. Finally getting around to get new headliner put in there. Was looking good, couple spots there. The upholstery shop kind of skimped me on some material, but we'll get it in. But I didn't have the right tools yesterday. I was trying to install it into the little alligator clip things there with a screwdriver, and I was just starting to scratch up and poke holes in the new material there. So I grabbed some plastic install tools there yesterday, so heading back to see what we can do. Well, we're about halfway to Vanderhoof, coming up on Bednesty and Clucas Lakes, probably a couple of the more populated lakes around the area here. We were dealing with about a 8 to 10 knot headwind, which I guess we still kind of see in here. For a few minutes it was kind of went away, but it got kind of bumpy back there, so smoothed out here now again. Coming up on Clucas Lake here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see the waves on the lake there. Looks kind of gusty because it doesn't look very uniform. Better check in with Vanderhoof here. See what the weather's doing, see what the wind's doing.
Vanderhoof Airport automated weather at 1657 Zulu. Wind 240 at 6. Visibility minor. Temperature 162.8. Altimeter 30.20.
Perfect. Wind is right down the pipe for the 5 grass. Few boats out there. Little Zodiac boat. Been on this lake a couple times, not very often. Never fished in it or anything. A lot of nice places out here. Fly over some friends' places here and send them a couple pictures. Most people don't mind that. I guess some people might think you're creeping on them or something, but I go over the place here where I come in and picked up Tila's horse yesterday. Sent her some pictures of her friend's place. She can send them to them.
Traffic Supercharge area, Acer Helicopter Golf Hotel Whiskey. I'm currently 20 miles to the northeast of Bridge inbound and at 4,000 feet. Hotel Whiskey for the complex.
Okay, that's it for sightseeing. Let's get to Vanderhoof and get working on a plane. My morning coffee's making its way, so better get on the ground pretty soon. Vanderhoof traffic, type supercub, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November. Currently 8 nautical miles to the southeast, 4,000 feet. We're inbound for the field, showing 7 minutes estimated. Foxtrot Lima Kilo November for Vanderhoof traffic. Down to our left, there's those big blue buildings is facility that compressed hay. Assuming they're still in operation, but I don't understand the process completely, but I know they take a big portion of the bulk of the hay and squish the air right out of it. Probably a lot of moisture content too is gone. Great for, you know, your backcountry trips, or I think the big market is shipping overseas, but that's just my assumption. Vanderhoof traffic, Supercub Foxtrot Lima Kilo November is 5 nautical miles south of the field at 4,000 feet. We're inbound for a full stop. We plan on joining mid-left downwind for 2-5 grass. A big project off down to my left. Looks like a big substation of some sort there for the hydro lines. Don't very often come into Vanderhoof this way. Really coming in right from the east, but coming over those lakes and the ranches there today brought me in a little bit south, so kind of neat to get my eyeballs on different areas. L&M Lumber, one of the few mills around still operating. There is a helicopter company operates on this side of town somewhere. Always hear them taking off from this side of the river somewhere. Vanderhoof traffic, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November, 2 miles to the south, 3,700. We're joining mid-left downwind, 2-5 grass. Always checking. Just because you don't hear somebody, don't mean they're out there without a radio. Circuit altitude. And we're in. Vanderhoof traffic, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November is left downwind, 2-5 grass, full stop. These windsocks are even sort of going a similar way as the AWAS was saying. Never seen an airport like this one come in, all 3 windsocks are pointing in different directions. None of them are pointing the direction the AWAS said. Kind of nice when you fly an airplane that cruises at 85 miles an hour. It's pretty easy to get set up in the circuit. Got to be a little bit more on the ball when I'm flying the 210. That thing lands at the speed this thing cruises at. Vanderhoof traffic, Supercub, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November is final 2-5 grass, full stop. Little tiny crosswind.
Random traffic, Carson 111 medevaking at 350 on the April movie taxi to holding point runway 25 and got a traffic landing in sight.
Little bounce, no biggie. Picture for the downtime.
Papa Cup, do you need the taxiway?
Negative, I'm staying right over here on the ground.
Alright, Carson 111 medevac will be taxiing to holding point Bravo runway 25. And traffic, Carson 111 medevac back taxiing runway 25.
Okay, shutting her down.
Getting geared up. Went and grabbed my key. I leave it here at one of the maintenance hangars here, because you never know if I'm gonna drive or fly or leave it in my pants pocket or whatever. That way the key's always here for the 210. So anyways, I grabbed some little plastic. These are trim panel removal kit, but it'll work for my upholstery job here too. So brought some hardware. Never know. It's been a few months since we took this thing apart, so anyways, we'll get out of here and see what we can do. Just kind of happy. I was just chatting about, you know, accidentally leaving keys at home. Well, yesterday when I left here, got home, I couldn't find my little multi-tool. Wife picked me this up for Father's Day. It's actually one of a Avalon brand or something, those replaceable blades, and I used to think that I wouldn't like those little replaceable blades, just because the fact that you gotta keep buying product for it, but it is pretty handy and they are pretty sharp. The reality is you can sharpen them if you want to or need to, so it works good. But anyways, I'm happy it was sitting in the plane, because I got home, it was in my pocket where it usually is, so I found it, so that's good. Okay, we're gonna dive into this project here. Well, one thing I'm noticing already today that's helping is, you know, it's a pretty nice day today compared to yesterday. And when I got in here, the upholstery that I did yesterday was actually a little bit loose, so just the hot weather here, the heat has expanded everything, made it a bit more stretchy, so that's good, because the spots that I figured were going to be a little tight are actually fitting here today. And plus these little plastic tools are helping too, because yesterday my screwdriver was poking holes in it, so that wasn't ideal. But anyways, should go pretty good. Well, there's a new headliner done for today. Get her up in the air here pretty soon. It's not lots to look at, this one, but it's only got a couple hundred hours in the engine, about a dozen hours on the top end. So a couple more things just to tittle up on it, and it's gonna be for sale. Cessna 210. Okay, let's get wrapped up and keep going. Okay, I got things all cleaned up. Time to head home. See what we got. There was horseflies like crazy in here earlier. Still a few of them in here. Try and get them out of here. Another one just flew in as I'm sitting here. Okay, well, we're gonna get wrapped up here and get going home. Took a little bit longer than I was thinking, mostly because I'm standing around bullshitting with everybody, so that's okay though. Time to get moving.
Okay, leave the doors open for a minute. Maybe these horseflies will fly out of here. Probably not. Geez, I think the township here usually does a better job of keeping things mowed around here. Deep grass, gotta watch it. There's a bunch of counterweights here, tie down weights, old truck rims and crap. Sure, I'm in a taxiway, but 500 traffic, Piper Super Cub, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November is taxiing on to runway 25 grass for departure to Prince George. 500 traffic, Super Cub, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November on the roll 25 grass, left hand turn for departure to the east for Prince George. Got to take my uptime photo. Lots of farmers around here watching the forecast, I bet. Low plane on the river, down off to my right.
Vanderhoof traffic, since float plane Fox Mike Delta Lima just to the southeast of Pickett Lake inbound for landing.
Over top of my friend Floyd's place here. Got a little bit of a landing strip there. I think he's got his plane on floats most of the summer, so not a lot of maintenance in the summertime here, but wintertime he's got it all set up for ski flying. Kind of nice. Vanderhoof traffic, Piper Super Cub, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November, 5 miles to the southeast, 3,000 feet, clearing to the east for Prince George. 2 in the afternoon right now, so thermals are getting to us. A lot more comfortable in the thermals when I got the window closed. I don't know, having the window open just makes it feel a little different. That's okay. Feels good with the window open. Warm today. Kind of weird weather here today. I can see some rain clouds there off in the distance. There's some rain falling. All of a sudden I get rain on the window here. Didn't see that coming at all. Sort of blended in with the rain that I can see in the distance, I guess. Well, still nice enough to have the window open. I was gonna fly over the lakes again on the way home, but that's kind of exactly where the rain, that's where the rain's falling right now, so skirt around that, I guess. So the 210 interior is pretty much back together. Just gotta pack the back seat here one day. I don't think it'll fit in the Super Cub. It might. Probably have to bring it here in the vehicle. Oh, big horsefly right in the window. Not sure how that works. You come here, you go one way and you get a, you know, an 8 to 10 knot headwind. Then you go home, you get like a 2 knot tailwind. Not sure how that works, but it does. Quickly learning that if you want to find a headwind, go fly a Super Cub. Looks like one more little rain shower up here to skirt around to get home. Quite a bit of rain off to my right. Quite a bit of boat traffic out on the lake today. A lot more than this morning. Makes sense, this morning was mostly fishermen out there, but now I see a bunch of tubers and skiers and just boaters. Pretty cool to see. closed up the window. Sun's hiding for a minute. Cooled right off. 126.7 traffic, Piper Super Cub, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November. Currently 25 nautical miles west of Prince George at 4,000 feet, just over top of Bednesty Lake. We're eastbound for Buckhorn Lake area to the southeast of Prince George. Any conflicting? Piper Super Cub, Foxtrot Lima Kilo November. Well, Tila just messaged, said the grandkids are at the house, so I'd imagine we're probably doing airplane rides this afternoon. So we'll see, but most likely. Well, I had to get into a little bit more rain here, but like maybe that's it before we get home. Raining pretty good off our left side here. Pretty big cloud of smoke coming out of the trees here, and seems to have dissipated, but open burning fire bans are on, so not sure what's going on. Didn't last very long though. Dissipated pretty quickly. You can't even see where it came from. That's good. Getting closer to home. I'm gonna look into this app here I got an app on my phone. It's a GoPro app that I can operate that camera out on the wing, but I'm looking and it looks like I can sync multiple cameras, turn them on and off at the same time, and it looks like it puts like a digital footprint or like a digital bookmark on it so that you can line them up. Editor program, because I do struggle with that one. Playing with the editor, trying to fine tune it, get them all synced up together, but I figured there's probably a way to do it digitally, but go and play with that. Sitting at the kitchen counter one day, see how that works. We'll do a flyby. I'm pretty sure I got a tailwind right now. I'll go check the sock because you never know what's happening on the ground. Mostly crosswind, but favoring the other way a little bit, so check that out. Come in a little bit higher than I normally do there. Not on purpose, but downtime picture. Bird Jr. Probably waiting to hop in. Okay, let's get things shut down and we'll have a snack. Starving.
And then you can just sit somewhere. You can sit on that bird.
Okay. Made her back. Time to push the airplane in. A couple helpers here. Went in, had a little snack. Started to rain a little bit, so we're gonna. Where'd you go? You ready? Okay, be careful. I'm gonna push it too. So, ready? Push! Push!
Yeah, baby!
Are you getting it?
Yeah! You get it! You get it! You get it! Ah! You get your foot stopped!
Push!
Push, push, push!
Okay, slow down. Okay, that's enough.
I don't go in there.
Eh? Yeah, you can go in there.
But there's horseflies.
You can get in there.
Is there horseflies still in there?
Yeah, there's horseflies in there. I don't know why they keep going in there. It's kind of crazy.
And it's kind of crazy that big thing has a magnet.
Okay, we're done videoing for today. So say goodbye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Okay,
Hey,
thanks for coming along. See you in the next one.
Oh, Grandpa, look.